Hey guys, what's up? And welcome to another installment of Life on the Internet. Today we're going to be making, you guessed it, salmon. So it's going to be a relatively quick and easy meal for Tuesday night tonight. Anyways, so first off, this is skin on salmon, Atlantic salmon. It's pretty basic salmon you get in the grocery store. We're going to go ahead and make a marinade for it, which is going to consist of some soy sauce. Put it right here. Say about a tablespoon and a half. A little dash of sesame oil. So that's it. We're gonna set this to the side. I'm gonna add some fresh ginger as well. So we're gonna go ahead and just peel it with a spoon. We're gonna make sure we do this first because I'm gonna want the salmon to marinate a little bit while we're prepping everything else for this meal today. Good. Get a little trash bin here. Throw it in there. Cool. So we're just going to go ahead and mince this up. Forgive my knife skills. It's a work in progress. Hopefully I don't lose any digits today. And always go with fresh ginger if you can. I do have ground ginger in the spice cabinet on the standby, but you would have to add a lot more because as spices dry out and sit, they lose their flavor over time. Using fresh ingredients kind of keeps that flavor more intense. So we're going to be using less of this, but if I was using dry ginger, I'd be using a lot more of that to get that flavor. Alright, we're going to throw a little bit of that into this mixture here. Half a teaspoon. And what we're going to do is make some space over here. Trash bin. Cut that off. I don't need it. Yeah, if you have any, like, maybe some garlic that's going, or maybe you just got some faulty garlic with some bruises, just cut it off. You still use the rest of the clove. It's not a big deal. If you don't know how to deskin garlic, that's a way. That is a way. So you want to crush it and peel. Usually makes that pretty easy for you. So we're going to make 3 cloves of garlic for this whole recipe because we're going to be using this later. Call this mise en place. Correct me if I mispronunciate. But you get the gist. We're prepping, so when we get to cooking, it's easier, quicker, and a lot cleaner situation in the kitchen, which is always what you want. Less of a mess after you're done. Took so much time to cook, you don't want to clean afterwards. Not too much, at least. We're going to smash this down. Almost making a paste, not quite. As much as we can do. Alright, equal parts. Garlic to that. See, it's almost like you're doing the cooking, right? This POV type situation. I'm gonna wash my hands. I'm gonna go ahead and marinate this salmon, and it could sit for as long as you need. Honestly, if you're in a rush, it could even sit for 7 to 10 minutes, I would say. So we're gonna brush both sides. We're gonna go ahead and flip. Now this has been sitting out for, I would say, at least an hour and a half at this point. Kind of drying out. So we're kind of contradicting ourselves with this. But it's an easy fix. And we'll get to that when we get to it. Right now we're just worried about that fish soaking up all that flavor. So we're going to keep that skin side up. Alright, we're going to set that to the side. Alright, now we're going to address the shallot and the lemon, okay? Shallot, you want to peel the first at least 3 layers off, which includes that thick layer right there, because that's going to be tough as well. Tough exterior, so we're going to go ahead and peel that off. And this is going to be a part of the side, so we're going to be doing about half a shallot there. Half of a half, so a fourth of that shallot. And we're going to go ahead and just roughly mince that up like such. Nothing too crazy like that. So we have this leftover marinade. I am all for using less dishes, so what we're going to do here, we're going to add shallot to the mix there. This is for our side. The side is going to be some fried rice. And we have some baby broccoli. This is also called broccolini. So we're going to hook that up later too. Alright, got that going. We're going to add a little more ginger, a little more garlic as well. Because this is for the fried rice. Alright, we're going to take an onion. We're going to take half an onion. It's more like a third of an onion, but disregard that. And we're going to slice this onion as well. Same with the shallot. You got these 2 layers that are almost like, alright. Beautiful. And when you slice enough onions, you would understand. This just makes it easier. Just gonna do like such. There you go. Then discard that, the end. That's what makes you cry. If you cut into the end, that's what gets you. All right, so now we're going to cut this lemon in half, like such. And what we're going to do is an abomination. We're just going to cut like so. All right, wedges like such. This end as well. Okay, here's the parsley. I'm just going to trim off a couple leaves and stem together. It really does not matter. It's all fiber and all tastes good, so we'll take it. All right, so we got our parsley bunched up here. So fold as much as you can into each other. On a condensed pile so it's easier to cut and chop. So go ahead and put this right over here. Perfect. Wash. Alright guys, so we have eggs And we have old rice. This is leftover cilantro lime rice that they made with another meal with burritos. We're going to be using that. The best rice you are going to need for this type of recipe with any fried rice is old rice. Just like with croutons, old bread. You want this rice to be dried out a little bit, and if you can, let it sit out to dry out if it's fresh at that point for at least 30 minutes if you have it. But overnight is the best, and a few days old is even better to let this dry out. And also, if you want to be technical with it, you want it to be cold. Mine is reaching room temperature, but it's still pretty cold. It's been sitting out for a little bit. So what we're going to do right now, it's going to be egg fried rice. All right. 1, 2. And if you get any eggshells in there, the best way to get an eggshell out is with another eggshell. Fun fact. So no big worry, no big problem. We're obviously going to use a fork here. We're gonna go ahead and start to scramble that egg. Next, we have brocconcini. We're just gonna go ahead and peel these off, like so. Nothing too crazy. First. That one as well. Go ahead and put the rice in here as well. Gonna mix that in. We'll add a pinch of salt. Some black cracked pepper. Throw the egg in on this side.